Hey, we are here, day 4 ISE. The home stretch is finally here.
Thank
We made
God.
it. We
Thank
made it.
God.
I know. I'm here with Tammy Fuqua from the Avexa Women's Council. She is the current co-chair of it. Tammy, how's it going?
It is going well, although I wish I had a second pair of feet to put on, but it is going really
Preach.
well. Thank you.
Yes, I'm the same. Feet and my knees are starting to feel it as well. The years have not been kind on trade shows, so.
I hear you. I'm not as young as I used to be. Being out till 3 o'clock in the morning doesn't happen anymore.
No, the 3 a.m. and then waking up at 7 a.m. and doing it all over again.
Yeah, no, I can't do, especially a show this long, 4
Yes.
days, and it's lengthy. And then eating at dinner at 10 o'clock at night
That's
is
brutal.
killing me.
Yeah, it's definitely a marathon, not a sprint out here. So,
That's my saying that I've been telling everybody.
so Tammy, if you would, can you give us a little background and information on the Women's Council? So for all the folks out there that might not know much about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Women's Council is an organization that is, a council for the VIXA that is 50 groups strong and 1,000 women. Our major goal is to link women in the industry so that they could do networking and help each other. Career-wise, I could say without Avixa, I probably would not be where I am in my career today. So it's a great organization that helps educate women, help with the networking, and I've been involved in it about 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
6 years. 6 years ago, I went to my first meeting, and then in 2020, the start of 2020, I was made a SoCal group leader, and then last year, I was made the co-chair.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, Tammy and I were kind of talking a little bit before this started, and it's the pandemic has been challenging for everyone. So, kind of thinking from a frame of, I'm not a woman, right? I'm the
You're
stereo.
not?
I'm this. No, I'm not. No. I'm the stereotypical white male we find everywhere in the AV industry right now. So one question that I always had was, I'm kind of apprehensive, like, is this my place? Is this not my place? So what can the folks like me? What can we offer? What can we do to help continue to build the Women's Council up and make sure that you all have the same representation that you deserve?
Sure. The name Avixa Women's Council can sometimes be a little misleading. We are always looking for male advocates for women in the industry to come to our meetings, help support us. I think it's important for our male counterparts to show that we're, here in this industry and supported. It doesn't always feel that way. So it is definitely a male-dominated industry. I think the pandemic, the tough part is that we've actually seen a drop of women in the industry because a lot of them had to stay home to help support the household because their kids were home during the pandemic. And we just haven't seen a lot of them return to this industry. So we're always looking for talented women to support and bring into this industry. And the best way to do that is have some of our male advocates do that as well.
That's fantastic. That's good information to have, because I think it would make the rest of us feel a little better knowing that there is a place for us to help, and I emphasize help. It's our job to listen and participate in a way
Mm-hmm.
that helps build your community further. So that's great
Yes.
to know. So kind of thinking a little more broadly, with women don't have a great representation, and that might be because a lot of these career fields weren't pushed at an early age, like in the education sector. What can we do as an AV community itself to kind of encourage more women to get involved with STEM programs, either in the elementary, middle school, high school, or even higher ed environment?
Yeah, I think so. One way the Avixa Women's Council did this is that we partnered with a nonprofit called Rosie Riveters, and what that does is we help with fundraising, and then the nonprofit sends out STEM binary kits to K6 and K8 schools, and it helps to get younger children involved in STEM and STEAM initiatives. Some other ways is by being able to connect with college-age women and showing them that there is a path to technology through AV.
So does the Women's Council have any, a higher ed advocacy area or higher ed way for you guys to reach, or you all to reach out on campuses? Do you all do anything like that?
So we haven't done a lot of that recently, but I think right now our focus is kind of rebuilding the council after COVID, and then that could be one of our next initiatives is being able to show that, like maybe going out to different colleges and doing more outreach. I know I've done some. I mean, Joe Way is one of the
Oh,
biggest
absolutely.
advocates
Yes.
of women in the industry, and having him be at USC, I've been able to contact some of the women through their tech program or the technology department, and they've joined the Women's Council. So I think it's just through a lot of networking and being able to show that we're an organization that is here. It's just right now, I think one of the things that we're doing is rebuilding after the pandemic, and then we have to start thinking about planting those seeds so we can get more women into the industry.
Fantastic. Well, Tammy, I want to thank you. I don't want to monopolize too much of your time today. So how can folks get a hold of you and learn more about both yourself and the Women's Council?
Yeah, sure. You can definitely reach out to me either LinkedIn. I do have a LinkedIn profile, and then also through Twitter. I have a very original handle, Tammy Fuqua 3. That's TAMMYFUQUA. And who knows who Tammy Fuqua 1 and 2 are, but reach out to Tammy Fuqua 3. And yeah, I'd be happy to introduce anyone to the council because we're always looking for new members.
That's awesome, Tammy. Thank you so much. I hope you've had a great show. Finish it out strong, and safe travels.
Yeah, same back to you.
All right. Thanks.